Picture this: a world where kings ruled by divine right, the church dictated morality, and rights were reserved for the privileged few. That was life before the Enlightenment, an era where tradition and hierarchy called the shots. But then, something extraordinary happened. Thinkers across Europe began to question everything, using reason and evidence to challenge the status quo. This intellectual revolution, the Enlightenment, lit the spark that shaped our modern ideas of human rights. Let's dive into this revolution of thought. First up, John Locke. Imagine being told your rights come not from a king, but from the very fact that you're human. Locke argued that every individual is born with natural rights: life, liberty, and property. He saw government as a kind of social contract, existing only to protect these rights. If it failed, the people had every right to overthrow it. These ideas didn't just stay on paper. They inspired the American Declaration of Independence and democracies around the globe. Next, Baron de Montesquieu. His big idea? Power should never be concentrated in one place. In the spirit of the laws, he argued for a separation of powers: executive, legislative, and judicial, so no single branch could dominate. This system of checks and balances became the very structure of modern constitutional democracies, protecting citizens from tyranny. Then there's Voltaire. Sharp-tongued, fearless, and fiercely committed to civil liberties, Voltaire took on superstition, dogma, and authoritarianism with wit. He championed freedom of expression and religious tolerance. His famous line, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it," still echoes in debates on free speech today. Jean-Jacques Rousseau brought a different angle. He argued that true political authority comes not from monarchs, but from the general will of the people. Rousseau believed in moral equality, and that society should serve the common good, not just the privileged. His vision inspired movements for social equality and justice, even if his ideas have been debated ever since. Now meet Immanuel Kant. For Kant, human rights weren't just political, they were moral. He believed every person has dignity and should never be treated as a means to someone else's end. His philosophy underpins many modern rights documents, including the UN Declaration of Human Rights. These weren't just theories, they lit real fires. The American Revolution echoed Locke's natural rights. The French Revolution's Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen drew from Rousseau and Voltaire. Rights moved from the philosopher's desk to the foundation of new nations and global movements. Of course, the Enlightenment had its blind spots. Many thinkers ignored issues like slavery, colonialism, and women's rights. Their vision of universal rights often left whole groups out. But over time, new movements, feminism, anti-colonialism, civil rights, pushed those ideals further, demanding true universality. Today, the legacy of Enlightenment philosophers is everywhere, shaping constitutions, international law, and the way we talk about justice and equality. Their ideas aren't perfect, but they started a conversation about human dignity that still matters. So next time you hear about human rights, remember, it all began with a group of thinkers who dared to question, reason, and dream of a world where dignity belongs to everyone. The Enlightenment's torch still burns, reminding us that liberty isn't a gift from rulers, but a birthright for all.